It's Killer Rob, and this video is directed specifically at the Exeter Police Department. Um, Yesterday morning, my car was towed out of a friend's parking lot, friend's driveway, for absolutely no reason because I was suspected of being under the influence of alcohol. Because people that were there were under the influence of alcohol, but I was not. Um, you know, I don't understand this because we didn't answer the door. When they were knocking on the door, we didn't answer the door. So what they do? They kick down the door, which is completely illegal because apparently there was a complaint filed. Somebody called and said that there was loud music there, which there wasn't any loud music. But here's where it's fishy. Let's say because this house was for sale. Let's say that no one was there and someone filed a false complaint and it turned out to be a different home. Now, let's say they showed up at this home. They showed up at the home that I was at. Let's say, but we weren't there. Let's say they showed up and they suspected people were inside because we weren't making any noise or anything. We weren't inside, and they kicked down the door and kicked down all the doors on the inside and searched the whole house. What would happen with that? What would happen with that? I'll tell you what would happen with that. The Exeter police would get away with it because this is a police state. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and it's absolutely bullshit. I think it's about time people stand up against these harassers, their absolute ridiculousness, where more than 10 members of the 32 member Exeter Police Department get paid over $100,000 when they have the easiest job ever. They don't do anything but harass children, and they think their job is tit. They think it's phenomenal just because they arrest kids and they'll arrest you for anything you do. You could be 17 turning 18 in 20 seconds. If they catch you with a cigarette, you're getting arrested for it. Not only are you getting arrested, but you're getting almost $1,000 fine, and then you got to do classes. Me, I never had to experience that, but I know people that did, that were in school, that were 17 and got caught with cigarettes, and the police arrested them. Why? Because they have nothing better to do. That's why. What's the necessity of them being paid over $100,000? Are they being shot at? Absolutely not. They haven't lost a member of their police force since I'm. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it was 1939 their last police officer was lost. They don't even have anything big to go against. There's nothing here. It's a small community. You got to be joking me. Well, anyways, so the police kick down the fucking door. They come in. They throw us all on the ground. They put handcuffs on all of us. And because I wanted to be a good friend, I'm telling them I'm sober. I'm sober because the other ones weren't, and they could obviously tell. I was telling them I'm sober. I'm sober. I had my credit card in my pocket. They threw cuffs on me, threw me up against the car, threw me up against my own car, threw everybody else up against my car. One of my friends is freaking out. I'm telling him I'm sober. I'm asking to take a breathalyzer test. Some girl that was there, she took a breathalyzer test and she passed. She was able to leave with her vehicle. Me, they absolutely refused. They refused, which is illegal. They have to offer me the opportunity to prove my innocence, especially in a situation like that, because they can't arrest me or put me under protective custody without some sort of um, influence, I guess you could say, influence or I just can't think of the word off the top of my head right now. I'm a little spun up. Um, they need influence or some type of reasoning in order to have to put me under protective custody. Now I was being respectful, polite, and kind. I was also being cooperative. I was not struggling at all, and still I was put under protective custody. My car was left there. They took my key, searched my car, threw all my stuff all over the place, and then impounded my car. It cost me $280 for a 2 hour hold because they towed it. And then by the time I got to the police station, I had to beg and plead to take a breathalyzer test. After begging and pleading and finally being able to explain how it was illegal for them not to give me a breathalyzer test, they read me my Miranda rights, which means technically I was arrested. I signed them, and they let me take a PBT. I took this PBT and I blew zeros. I blew zeros. So what they did was illegal. So this morning, what I'm going to do, I'm in Exeter. I'm not at my house in Lynn. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go down to the police station. I'm going to file a complaint. Um, After I file this complaint, I'm going to follow up with it as much as possible. I'm going to do as much as possible to make the Exeter Police Department's lives hell. I'm definitely going to get some fired, and I'm going to sue. I'm absolutely going to sue. I've actually got a meeting with a lawyer on Wednesday, which is going to be good. Um, the lawyer knows that I'm in the right. I was in the right. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Um, if I was doing something wrong, I would have gotten arrested. I would have been actually detained and had to bail. Instead, they released me once I proved, after a good hour and a half of having to deal with their bullshit, that I was innocent and that they were wrong. Huh? What's up with that? Exeter police being wrong? Weird. Yeah. So I'm going to file this complaint in about little over an hour. I'm going to file this complaint, and I'm definitely going to get some fired, and I'm going to get some money out of it. They're paying for the tow, absolutely. Um, Honestly, I'm disrespected that they would tow my brand new Jetta TDI. Um, I don't see the necessity of it. They entered the home without probable cause, just because they think that there was an underage party there. Which I think honestly one of the girls that was there fucking ratted on us, but because she ended up coming back. I think that was the girl that got released with her car. But either way, with her getting released with her car for being sober, I should have been released with my car. Instead, I had to pay $280 for less than a 2 hour hold on my fucking car for them to pull their fucking bullshit because they think they can do whatever the fuck they want. And then on the way to the station, he's going 50 in a 25. If that was me going 50 in a 25, that's a felony. That's doubling the speed limit. How are they allowed to do this? So people, please just realize the police are not your friends. The police are not there to help you. They're not. They're out there to prove that you're guilty before proven innocent. It's supposed to be innocent before proven guilty until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent. Even things that you're not charged for go on your permanent record. Um, I don't know what to say. You try to build a rapport with them. You go over a year without getting arrested. You don't drink. You don't do drugs. You you do all this, and you graduate from the strictest drug probation that New Hampshire has, and look what happens. Look what ends up happening. What ends up happening is they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care one bit. All they care about is that when they go to court, it's a guaranteed time and a half for 4 hours. So whether they're there for 4 hours or whether they're there for 5 minutes, they get a guaranteed 4.5 hours of time and a half. Um, I think it's unnecessary. It's obviously a scam. The fact that people don't realize this and people haven't done anything about it is absolutely beyond me. I don't understand why people my age don't take an interest in what's going on in their community. Um, because me personally, I take a very active role. I'm a pillar of my community. Um, I vote. I go to town meetings. Um, I know what's going on, and I think it's unfair. The fact that Exeter has 32 cops to begin with is absolutely ridiculous, considering our town has a less than $7,000 yeah, 7,000 person populace. Um, does that seem necessary to you? It's not necessary to me. Um, all they do is harass kids. That's all they do. Uh, give they charge what they don't understand is that because they want to get paid, they charge these kids with simple things, tobacco, marijuana, alcohol, possession of alcohol. Um, even the sticker being off on your car. They'll charge them with these things, and then they don't care because it does. They can do what they want, being a police officer. They very rarely get caught for anything. Um, they, they don't understand that when you're charged with these actions, these simple things, it stays on your record forever. And a lot of kids don't understand that unless you make a deal to have these expunged when you go to court, they will stay on your record forever. So let's say you graduate from Harvard Medical School, and you want to become a doctor. Um, you go to become a doctor, no one's going to accept you because when you were 18 years old, you got caught with a whole pack of marijuana. I don't, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Um, it's ridiculous. I hope members of the Exeter Police Department see this. I have all the documents already on here. What they don't realize is I was recording the whole entire time on my phone. So everything they said, um, I had a cigarette in my hand. He threw it out of my hand into the house, and I had to plead with him to stomp it out. I said it might start a fire. He laughed and said, "I don't give a fuck if it starts a fire." Is that protecting your community? I didn't realize I was protecting your community. What's the slogan of the police department in any town? To protect and serve. In situations like this, you're not serving your community and you're not protecting your community. You're prosecuting your community. And all it's going to do is make people hate the cops more. And eventually, someone's going to snap. Definitely not me because I'm not like that. Someone's going to snap and someone's going to end up shooting one of these motherfuckers. And me, it's going to be no sweat off my fucking back. I'm not going to feel bad at all because they fucking deserve it at this point. They're harassers, they're pieces of shit, and they don't have anything good to say. I hope they see this video. I hope they realize that I'm coming after them. I'm done with their shit. They're not harassing me anymore. I will have them in court. I will have my fucking day before the judge, and I will get my fucking money from you motherfuckers. It's done. It's fucking done. It's over. I'm not dealing with your shit. I don't live here anymore. The first time I come up here in 2.5 months, I get arrested and my fucking car gets towed because I was sober and I did no fucking crime. Fuck you, Exeter PD. Fuck you up your stupid asses. Fucking clown shoes.